being openly gay and as openly gay as I have been during my time in service, it was, I think, my first night that I was telling people about it and that people kind of caught on. I have never really experienced any kind of discrimination in my unit and really anywhere. It's never been a problem, frankly, ever. And that really does go to show the lengths that not only the Canadian Armed Forces, but the people who are joining have changed, right? So the individuals themselves were modernizing as a society. And then as a result, those people who have been brought up and then they grew up in a very open society, they're now joining and now it's being reflected within the Canadian Armed Forces. I've met countless people who are in the same boat as me. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who are openly LGBTQ plus in this institution. And truly, it is one of those things that strengthens the Canadian Armed Forces as a whole. We always speak about in the reserves how everyone brings in their own experiences, whether that's in business, in education, or what have you. We also value the experiences of people who are diverse, who are not typical straight white male, right? Everyone has something to bring to the table. And that's inclusive of people who are gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, right? It's all, we're all one big happy family. We all wear the same uniform, slight variations. And we're all part of the machine. We're all just a big machine where each person is a little cog that spins on their own and we work together to build something great, right? But that's just my experience. But there's been a lot of other people who perhaps haven't been as lucky. But again, it's miles ahead of where the Canadian Armed Forces was in the past, right? And when I say aren't as lucky, I mean minor things, very minor, easily resolved things that have shaped their experience. But again, we owe it to the people who came before us, who survived the purge and survived what happened in the past. They truly did pave the way for individuals like us who really do want to serve our country, who want to play a role in the defense of our amazing country, I'd say. For their sacrifices, we need to say thank you to them as well, right? Because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. A lot of colleagues of mine have had those types of experiences where it's not straight up discrimination per se. It's just poorly worded questions, perhaps. And I don't think that I had a problem with that before. Like I would just answer them because, in my honest opinion, if someone has questions about it and they don't know, about identity too much, and they're genuinely curious, in the army sometimes we can be a little bit brash and hard hitting, right? And very blunt. I take the time and answer that question and try and broaden someone else's horizons who, they seem genuinely curious and they want to know a little bit more. I think that's the perfect place to have those discussions and really inform others about my own experiences and the experiences of other openly gay or LGBTQ plus members in the Canadian Armed Forces, because that's truly how we, at the lowest level, conduct culture change, right? We need to be able to speak from our experiences on an individual, personal level to others to get them to see the world from our view, because it's true. We see the world very, very differently from other people. We can modernize all the equipment that we have, all of the training that we do, but it has to come with the culture change as well. And I believe that is the holistic view that the Army is taking, that we need to take on culture change as a big part of that. However, I've seen personally already the benefits that culture change has brought. It's truly made it a lot easier to speak your mind in that time and place scenario as well. about things that could improve, things that could that need a little bit more work, right? And it's truly a mission that we all are taking on in the Canadian Armed Forces, is to further that change in culture.
Yeah.
And like, if I can allude or expand a little bit upon the purge, I had the honor, I'd say, of meeting someone who survived the purge, and I was at the Pride Parade with my partner, and in uniform and everything, we were marching in the Toronto Pride Parade with the Canadian Forces. Someone, I did not know this person at all, came up to myself and my partner, and he started welling up. And he never thought in his life that he would see someone who was openly gay serving in uniform with his partner, just showing that this is possible now. And I had a very good discussion with him, and his experiences were, oh my god, like just horrible. For someone who, like myself, wants to serve their country with honor and pride, having that opportunity robbed of you simply because of who you love is it's just mind-boggling to me that that ever happened. But I'm glad now that we are where we are, and we have made those strides, and people like him have made progress to change that.